night before
Not
from
yet.
our son-in-law.
Hey Larry, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Not much of a meeting.
Yeah, a little boring right now, huh?
Oh, God, it's Larry.
Good morning, Gary.
We've got in-house speakers though.
Hi, Larry.
We like them.
Like them.
Okay, what's our date? Do you have a pen on you?
I very rarely do.
Very rarely.
Lauren got up this morning.
That's not on your list.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to announce it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a good one?
Oh, I guess it's good. That's who's an anniversary it is.
Okay, great.
All right.
Great. I'm glad. I'm happy that you're doing that. Okay, I got to do that.
Hey, Joyce. Thank you. We're having breakfast on you, Larry. We're sending you the bill.
We do. Oh.
Okay. Well, the market is up a little bit.
Good.
All right.
And the pineapple is direct from Hawaii.
Oh.
That's me.
Oh, sweet.
I took a picture of you. So Beth says, you gonna give it to her someday? I said, yeah, when I see her next.
Hello there. Wow.
I don't think I was really, Did you want tickets this morning?
Sure.
She was back from.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Jim, how long are you back for? Are you back or just back for the project? Back.
I don't have a ticket.
Not just moseying through.
I consider going back.
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
It's cold here. It is cold here.
I know, he doesn't know it's cold here. Look at that.
And I just came back from Mexico.
Yeah, you do look like you
I went to
spent a little time in
Disneyland.
the
Does that
sun.
count?
Yeah,
I've
it
been to
does. It's been
Disneyland.
lovely. Did you have good weather? It's been pretty good down there.
It was like 60.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, I think it got to 72, which was beautiful. I was appreciative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was at the most beautiful party on the face of the earth.
Oh,
For free.
Well,
And it was
Mickey
just
and
like-
Minnie.
Was this
It was
a,
it was like a company thing, right? But just it was like it looked like a giant wedding, like a celebrity wedding, kind of like flowers.
were
and
you the only one there
entertainment.
from your family, or did Ken
It was a
go?
work thing.
They're really
It was a
good.
work thing, yeah, but it was just like, what? This is amazing. I forgot what parties were like.
I did not take pictures. I took all my.
Okay, we're not matching today. Got the W on.
Went to the news few days, so had to buy some. Angie, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So what's, is he gonna go?
Oh, yeah, he's all.
Get a dorm for him or?
We toured his dorm, it was great. Really cool.
Welcome home, Jim. I brought you a little buddy.
Good.
I got you a blanket and I have hand warmers just to make sure that you're gonna be okay here. Don't worry about you.
I got a little chill right now. I'm gonna use one more clothing.
You mean you can't do like Don is doing right here? He just got back from Mexico.
Yeah, I'm still trying to cool down.
Yeah.
These are nice little.
Leave that
I got
there.
the big buddy.
Leave that there because we'll take a picture.
We got the devil. You know, where's the gas?
I know, that's how Brian became, that's the good parts of things.
Probably
gonna take it after
this.
Oh,
Yeah, it's propane.
Those are awesome. Yeah, for my kids.
Right.
That one we went there several.
How you been, Mark? Pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Trying to handle your
Good to see you. I know.
Yes. I mean, that's what.
Good. So this is our new, this looks pretty good. Where's the rest of the stuff?
I think he's not done with it.
Yeah. Then that looks nice.
Yeah, it did turn out well, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, nice little system work.
So how long we got in Mexico? You
Just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just crammed it,
Yeah.
crammed it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, well, it was a busy time. We had a lot of friends the whole time, two different groups of friends.
Coming in and out.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We had some great experiences at the water. Dolphins primarily.
Yeah.
Sea lions.
Yeah.
They're just really friendly.
So whereabouts were you?
We're right on.
Yeah. That's nice down there.
I stole your pen. Thank you for the loan.
Oh.
You did use that. I appreciate it. I had to write that. So every morning, you'll probably do it, I'm sure, a week in advance or maybe the month. But 5 minutes before we start, I go through and figure out who's had a birthday, who's coming late.
Oh, is it 5 minutes before?
Maybe a minute before some days. Some days in the car on the way here. Birthdays, anniversaries, or anniversaries, all that. There's got to be a better way. But it's all on the website, and I'm finding that not everyone's on the website. Like last week, I think I got 3 people. Like, oh, it's this person and that. No, and I don't have any control over what information I'm fed.
Yeah.
But whoever, wherever, if it's being, I think it comes out of Club Runner. So maybe those aren't the profiles aren't all.
So you think it's automatic from Club Runner?
Yeah. Hey, Gary. Yeah, because I don't think anyone's adding it in.
Yeah.
Brian,
Yeah.
is he on? Oh,
I volunteered to host the Tuesday evening meetings during April. I need to find out if that's on. Because it's starting to get nice out, and it's not as nice.
Yeah, I've got to start.
Could be an awesome operating meeting. So, you know, we can be inside and have tables. And chairs. Or we could be outside.
okay, so meetings are, so the Tuesdays.
I just wanted to confirm with him before we make an announcement. Everybody seemed pretty pumped about it.
Good. Did that happen at last Tuesday's meeting?
No, it was like a month ago. And it was before I
Okay, awesome.
I won't make an announcement.
Hello.
I'm sure. He's not gonna pay to consider care.
Oh, no, that was a good idea. Yeah, Kyle thought it was great.
Do you have parking at your house?
Yeah, not for, I mean, usually it's just 4 or 5 people there. So,
Oh, perfect. Good. Is it 7:30? Almost 2 minutes. Kind of a weird angle here. I like it. Our viewers. Look at Chris Mallow at his executive desk. We can't hear you. Uh-oh, where's my tech guru? Chris, we can't hear our Zoomers. You can't step away.
It's all plugged in.
You heard it. You heard it.
I never heard it say.
John, you heard it.
I have no knowledge of hearing.
All right, nobody here?
Chris, are you there?
They can't hear us.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Good.
Okay.
I'm here.
I don't know.
Can you
I
hear?
lost my voice. It's somewhere. Did I leave it at your house, Ron?
Hey, Chris, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Got an answer.
No. Not me.
Okay.
You know, I think these guys should wear like astronaut helmets. Like we're tuning into space, our rotary space, whatever. If these guys all had astronaut helmets on, we could be tuning into our satellite, rotary space station. Work.
Chris, did you get the?
Mr. Jim Hagan, how are you doing today?
Good. Did you get the?
There we go. Thanks for sharing. Good morning. 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 This is weird. I know.
My God, you're starting
In the
on
ring.
time too.
I always start on time.
Yeah, right.
I end late. I start fine. Okay. Good morning.
Good
Good morning, Sergeant at Arms. Okay, would you like to start us off with the pledge?
Please join me with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let's do the four-way test. First, is it true? Second, is fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Fifth,
Here.
One bacon
Crab pots.
That's good.
crab pots.
Corn on the cob. Okay, no Friday inspiration. Okay, so what should we substitute our Friday inspiration with? Now that
I'll give
Eileen
you
has
an
joined
Irish
another,
blessing.
give us an Irish blessing, Irish brother.
May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door.
Cheers. Okay, do we have guests today?
Yeah, right.
Guests. Hi, are you Michael Beazer?
Yes.
I'm Rochelle Plugger. It's nice to meet you. Face to face, yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. This is gonna be a good one, I'm excited for this. Okay, no guests to introduce. Okay, visitors, same difference. Birthdays. Okay, today is April Fool.
No, it isn't.
This is Michael Beazer. Am I supposed to introduce him now? As our guest and visitor, Michael Beazer. So this is the guy who we've been talking a lot in here about the new Lake Stevens app that has services and like anything you want to know about Lake Stevens, it's in this app. He's coming here to tell us more about it today. Rotary's listed in there. If we have community service projects, they're in there. It's a super awesome resource that we really needed. So this is Michael Beazer. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, birthdays. So April Fools through the 7th. We have Connor Davis on the 7th. Happy birthday. Spouse birthdays, we have Cassie Ruiz on today. Happy birthday, Cassie. Wedding anniversaries, Connor and Heather on April 9th. And then join date, we have Brian Ruiz on April 8th. Where is Brian this morning? Brian is missing his party. Yeah, maybe they went away for the birthday weekend. And then Lauren has a special occasion to announce. Anniversary.
Well, on April 1st, 1982, 40 years ago, I retired from my long-term employer. And so today, I'm gonna celebrate that by matching all of your fines and happy dollars up to $100 today. So.
Very generous.
You got some work to do. All right. I want you to do at least $100. All right? Okay.
That's amazing. You've been retired for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you even remember working?
I do.
That's why he's been retired for 4 years. He remembers work.
And I've been drawing a pension check on the first day of every month since then.
That's why they got rid of pension.
480 pension checks.
So what company did you retire from?
More business forms, and I was the district sales manager for More Business Forms.
So invoices, receipts?
What?
What types of forms? What was your best seller?
Printed forms. Oh, beautiful. Checks, no dust.
Well, they still use paper.
Yeah.
Anything made out of paper.
That's awesome.
So,
I was a customer.
yeah, you were a customer, right? Okay.
Wow, congratulations.
So thank you for your best wishes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, announcements, no announcements. And so let's move right into who brought breakfast this morning? Amelia, thank you very much for bringing breakfast. So we are back into the swing of things, bye James, thanks for coming. For breakfast.
Brian in.
Oh,
He's
Brian's
letting
in.
Brian in.
You're back. Who could it be?
And now we're introducing Brian Rudd. Lindsay, please take note.
You know today's your wife's birthday, right?
It is my wife's birthday. I knew that.
And?
Luckily.
And your anniversary is coming up with Rotary, 1 year on April 8th. So,
We'll do that next week.
so really in club fashion, you should be matching club Happy Bucks and fines today up to $100.
Per person. I second that motion.
I think we should do it up to like $3. Or $3.50.
$350? Awesome.
So are these matching per person?
Yes, matching per person. So Brian's matching up to $3 and,
Per
And-
person.
In pesos.
you're gonna have to clear that.
How does that?
I don't even know. Probably goes backwards.
What's that? You're talking about?
Pesos or US to peso.
Oh, that's 60 now. It's 20. 20 to 1.
So 60. 60 pesos is what Brian's gonna match.
60 pesos.
Okay,
Oh,
Mrs. Westover, do you have a report today? Our lovely treasurer. Hi, just as you took a bite, sorry, April Fools.
No report, everything's looking good.
We have money?
We have money.
Nice, okay,
We're gonna spend a little money on the playground. Just a little bit.
just a little bit. Gary O'Reilly, our secretary, do you have a report today?
Okay, next board meeting, you all know, Thursday, April 21st. Next Rotarians is this coming, Rotarians in Action is this Tuesday, the 5th. District Assembly is set for April the 9th, and there's 3 of us that are going so far, Lori, me, and Chris. If we get across the border,
I have one more open seat.
and if we don't get across the border, or if we get across the border and they won't let us back in, we might be calling y'all.
We're paying for 5 people, so 2 more can go.
And it's fun, and it's an amazing experience to, not only for all the knowledge of Rotary, but all the people that you meet. It's really fun. I'm locked out of
And,
Canada, or I go.
So if you haven't paid your dues, please pay your dues. And then I just got an email from Debbie Franz. It's an invitation. It's, she says, hello. This coming Monday, April 4th, would be Dean's 62nd birthday. So Derek and her would like to invite you to share it with us at Sean O'Donnell's restaurant on 128th and Everett at 6 p.m. for a little birthday memorial celebration, for a lack of a better description. Weekend toasting at his favorite restaurant with his favorite drink and food, Guinness, Irish nachos, and shepherd's pie, or you could order anything off the menu. We'd love it if you could join us and share this evening with us to make it pass more easily for all of us, hopefully, and raise a toast to your friend.
That was Monday, you said?
Monday the 4th, yeah.
What time?
6 p.m. 6 p.m., Chris. Did you
Okay,
hear that?
thanks.
Okay.
1800.
Wake up, Smiley.
Yeah, Smiley. 5:30 at the clubhouse. Okay, Smiley, do you have a report this morning?
Yes, I just want to make, I can hear myself talking. It's interesting. Anyhow, I've kind of lost my voice a little bit, so I didn't want to come in today. That's why I'm on the Zoom, but if anybody has an inkling to be in a position, let me know. That's one thing. I'm still reaching out to people. The other thing is, if you have any great ideas for helping people in our community, please put an application in and we'll have that looked through. And that's about all I have.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
Yes, I'm going to go mute now.
Staying home today.
I feel great, other than I don't know what's going on, but anyhow.
Okay.
See ya.
Not good enough. You got to go to school.
Yeah. Ron, how are you feeling? Aren't you out of quarantine? There's an Airbnb for sale right near you in Desert Air, FYI, if you want an investment property. Good one. FYI.
This is my investment property.
Oh, are you over there right now?
Yep.
Okay, so next up is Club Services, Don Iverson, Mr. Mexico, Mr. Tan.
Did he bring the warrant back with him?
Yeah, didn't you notice it? A little bit of it yesterday.
I think Amy brought the warrants today.
So just a little warning again, we've got a long list of things we're going to do this summer. And we're going to be looking for coordinators and captains. Coordinators for the larger events that have multiple tasks. I'm just going to go through it really quick. We need a coordinator. What's that?
Chris, would you like to tell everyone what you just did?
I yawn. I'm sorry.
I'll let you read it. Okay, we're going to be looking for
That's
a
fine.
coordinator for sponsors, securing sponsors for the whole summer. Just one round, so we'll of course be donor seekers as well. Aquafest, I'm the assigned coordinator on it, but we're going to be looking for captains for the corn booth, for Coin Quest, another captain, assuming we're going to do that. We also need to talk about the parade. There'll be a parade on Saturday. Do we participate in those?
What? Yes.
Of course.
We have a Viking ship.
So we'll need somebody to participate or take that one on as a captain. There is a Sunday's Kid Fun Festival. We haven't talked about that as being something that we're involved in. Quirks and Caves, I'm the coordinator on that too. We will need a captain to help secure the venue, captain for the auction, get that organized. I will be the captain for the videos of various Rotary events and for kind of the film and stuff. We have to decide on a fund to cause. Then we also have summer parks events where we'll need a coordinator. If we do what we've done in the past, we'll have a movie nights, probably popcorn. We'll have concerts or a concert in the park, beer garden, wine, that type of thing. Farmers markets, so on and so forth. And then we get to community services with Brian. There's a whole bunch of other things going on there as well that we've been talking about that we've done efforts. So we kind of all have to be geared up to hopefully take charge of something. And I'm trying to spread it out so that it's not too hard for anybody. But I think it's time for us to shoot an email out and look for volunteers on this kind of stuff, because it's coming up pretty quick. So
That's a lot. That's a lot of fun.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of fun coming up.
And it's a lot of fun
Hi.
if you get over it. But it shouldn't be too hard with
No.
spread out far enough.
Yeah, and it's fun. And it's a great way to get involved, and it's fun. And you get to see your friends. We do go have a beer. The beer garden's really fun to put together. It's easy. You know, the brewery brings their stuff. We just put up the rope, some tables and some signage and that kind of thing. That's fun. Everything we do at Aquafest is fun. It's hard work, but we have fun working together because we're a great group when we work together as a, you know, corn cooking machine. So that's awesome. Maybe we'll have a meeting is what, rather than an email, we'll do a gathering and talk about the positions, what they entail, and we'll get everyone to sign up. Everybody, free beer if you sign your name on the line. I'll pay it. And it'll be fun.
That means we're meeting in brewery.
Yeah, we could take that back room private event tent and do it there or
That's a
wherever.
great idea. I always go for that. But another
Yeah.
possibility is one of our half-hour slots from 8 to 8:30, just a regular meeting. Just make that a topic of discussion.
100%, yeah, it'd be fun.
That way, it's efficient for everybody.
Yeah, and I think we have pretty much all of our past chairs in attendance, or people that would have information on what each event entails and each chair position entails, all of that. I could talk corn cob cooking in my sleep and that booth, all of it, and yeah, and it's fun.
Well, why don't we do just a regular meeting?
Okay, well, Kendra,
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
hi, can you figure out when the best meeting would be for us to do an event
The next available.
coordination meeting, our next available?
Yeah, I'm into May. And if I recall, I mean, I'd have to look in my email, but probably the third Friday of May is open.
It's too late.
That's just too late.
That's too late.
We just won't do anything.
We'll just have to do the beer garden.
I mean, do you want me to look and see what's on the calendar to see if I can move someone around who's not as time sensitive?
Or we just give up all of the first half of our meeting with all these announcements and all the things, and let's just talk about it then, and then we'll go into
That's great.
an amazing speaker after at
Just do
the
it next
8 o'clock
week
mark.
and do
So
that.
let's do it next week. Please show up, and let's talk about all the different positions and the fun.
Can we maybe do it 2 weeks because next week is gonna be part of spring break?
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's do it in 2 weeks. I didn't know, I don't have kids. so
Well, is
I
that,
didn't
everybody gonna be here next week?
What?
Is anybody not gonna be here next week?
You?
I'll be here.
You'll be here?
Yeah, I
Oh.
just,
But, okay, so
Well, like,
as long as everyone is planning to be here next week, and we have access to this room during spring break, right? We don't lock us out. Janitors still come?
that's a great question.
They still work.
I can't remember.
They still work here. They don't give up.
No,
No spring break for
there's people here,
janitors?
though, right?
The people in this building are here.
Okay. Yes, James.
And the program, the featured speaker probably won't take the full half hour.
For next week? Okay, perfect. Then let's let's get something put together
perfect.
for next week. That's a great idea. I love it. Okay, don't forget to come and sign up, you guys.
If you have time, maybe a small email so we come kind of prepared.
What? What does that mean?
Don, I can put something.
Prepared?
If something's written, oh, are you
Okay.
joking?
Yeah, totally. Because we're seat of our pants Rotary.
Sorry.
We're fixing that.
But it's become second nature now.
It would be very easy. Well, it would be very easy for me to shoot this over to
Yeah.
James or Gary or whatever, and just the things that we've talked about so far. Just to get people thinking about what they might want to do, participate.
Yeah, and most of you guys have participated in our events, so you really already have an idea, right? I mean, Jim could reel them all off and how to put them together for everything, single thing on the list, right?
Yep.
Give everyone an intro, but you've all been there too, so you know if you want to help with the beer garden, and which is fun. You know if you want to help with corn booth or the coin quest or the parade, which is super awesome, because we So I guess what, we're up against the brewery. Weren't they the last winners before the parade was shut down? Yeah, so they're gonna have a dance routine, so we need fireworks and a laser show and.
Are you saying fireworks because we have an in with the fire department or?
Hoses. We'll get hoses from the fire department. Maybe,
Recycled ones,
yeah, maybe. I don't know, but that's not, okay, so next Friday, look forward to that. Mr. Ruiz, clubhouse runner.
So as Jim already talked about tomorrow, Jim, have you already?
No,
So we've got the cleanup prep for the walkway at the elementary school, so we'll power wash it and everything, and Jim's gonna be there for that.
I thought you weren't pressure washing.
Aren't we gonna pressure wash, Jim?
No.
Oh, okay.
Surprise.
So I don't know what we're doing, so show up and
Yeah,
get ready to
show
do
up
something.
and we'll, get after it.
Okay.
We did receive the artwork yesterday, so we have that. I have instructed, so
What time are we supposed to be there tomorrow?
9.
it's 9:00. we said.
So what does tomorrow entail? If there's no pressure washing, are we sweeping? Bring a broom?
Blowing and then marking it all out, and then we'll start putting it down.
So bring a wide broom,
Yeah.
really.
And who has the torches? Do you have the torches?
They haven't been gathered, but Nancy Johnson, Tracy, I believe said Nancy Johnson has one that she'll share. My husband has one.
Okay, do I need to go get it from her?
Yeah, we haven't communicated with her about picking it up or anything, but,
Brian has one too, I can.
okay. Yeah, I'll call Nancy today or coordinate getting it
All right.
and then get Ken's. How many do we need?
Cindy and Jamie
Three would be
at
fine.
First Financial have one.
Oh, do you have one? No? Okay. And we're talking weed burner torch, right? Like that kind of a, not like a-
Go with it too.
not like Ghostbusters.
You'd like that.
Doesn't have a trigger.
Have we got access to getting in through the gate and everything?
It'll be open.
Fun. Okay, that sounds super awesome. Foundation, Jim Hagan.
Great.
So you haven't had a report in 6 weeks, and that's your whole report,
But it keeps moving, it kind of takes care of itself.
and it is growing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tracy, International Services, anything this morning?
Nothing this morning. I have to admit, I haven't made it to a meeting in a little while. I do have to send Ruth, not Ruth, I'm sorry, Linda Routh. I have to send Linda an email because she expressed interest in going to the next board meeting because I have another board meeting that night that got changed. So I'm glad to have some backup. Have not sent the email yet, but it's on my list. And other than that, yes, I can help get the propane or the torch from Nancy. And I don't know if she has propane or not with it, but that's easy. We can help with that. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Membership,
We're all good.
all good? Okay. Lance is out today. Vallo, Mr. Smiley, anything on Scouts?
You're muted.
You're muted. Did you just swear?
Okay, so the only thing I have is I think Kendra is working on trying to get them in to do a little presentation. I don't know when, might be summertime, but that's it.
Next week.
Thank you. When does popcorn sales start? April?
October.
Oh, October. Okay, never mind. Okay, Chris, Kendra, do you have anything on programs today? Any spots to fill or need any help?
Yeah, like I said, I'm scheduling into May and I have someone at the end of May. So I believe the third week of May is the next soonest available. And then into, well, what comes after May? June. And yeah, it's all looking good. And I still have a couple in my email that I need to follow up with. So we're looking good there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Mr. Martin, do you have anything for IT?
No.
Nothing. Never.
There's a message in the chat.
That was just me. I think that's about
That
the.
was just me.
Okay, next up, Kaya is gone, went to
Yeah,
work.
he left, he had to leave.
Okay, does anyone want to do a Rotarians in Action update? Don, I think you have a location change.
Yeah, at some point.
He's over there.
Ryan's right here.
Oh, there it is. At some point, did you want to shift the meeting location over to my place?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't care. I mean, it's great for me because I just sit there, but if weather's coming up nice, if you want to do it at your place, that would give everybody a change for a while.
Okay, so it's my house on this Tuesday.
Just shoot everybody or shoot.
Yes,
everybody
you
your
need
address.
to share your
Well,
address.
is that-
Yeah, I'll put an email out.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, you're gonna do it, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay to park on the south side of the street, by the way?
Tuesday, this Tuesday, though?
Yeah. Well,
it's the-
it's next week. We do that.
Yeah, this will be
The
the
fifth.
first Tuesday, so it's.
Yeah.
That's the first Tuesday.
So what they're talking about, we have a Tuesday night meeting that is for people that can't come Friday mornings because they have kids or school or commute or whatever. So we have a Tuesday night Rotarians in Action, and what they do is they just come up with community service projects and then put them together around town. Super fun. It's probably something we should add into the app as an option. Because it's for people like you who want to be involved but can't normally come. Yeah, and it's been pretty exciting. They've been doing all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, they have way more fun than we have. Way more. Sergeant of Arms, Mr.
Good morning.
Husky Hawaiian shirt. That's awesome. I love it.
Go Huskies.
Go Colin.
Go Huskies. How's everybody doing?
Great.
It's a lively crowd this morning.
All right, let's try this one more time. How's everybody doing? Good. Let's see, we're gonna have a little drawing to start things off. Amy, would you draw for us?
Oh,
today,
sure. I never drawn. 477.
Great.
477. What's the line before me?
Going one.
Is it someone
Amelia.
No, wait, it was.
Amelia.
$5 winner. You get $5.
That's awesome.
All right, all right. Okay. All right.
We've got $5 in towards our 100.
We got $5 in towards our 100. Okay,
Thank you, Amelia, for starting us off.
Amelia, thank you very much. Lauren, thank you for stepping up and leading the charge. And so today, let's do a little warm up. Okay, so everybody stand up. Everybody stand up.
Can I just give you my whole wallet now?
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, take your wallets out if you have them. Okay, this is a warm up. Okay. Take them there. Open them up. Open up the wallet. Look inside the wallet. Find the largest bill you have. Find your largest bill. Okay.
Gasoline.
Are you ready? I'm putting 100 in.
Woo!
Find your largest bill. Here we go. Here we go. I'm coming around.
We're matched.
Bam. Here we go. Bam. Joyce, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Don, thank you.
Nice.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bam.
Brian, thanks for matching everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. I
Bam.
was gonna take it out of your account.
Love it.
so.
Lauren, thank you very much.
So much for that. We're all done.
All right. Sam, you're back. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I want to have a fundraiser
Bam.
like this one.
I like it. Look at that. Cool. You guys are awesome.
Next time I'm bringing my cable.
Michelle,
Here's mine.
You guys are the best. You can be seated. We're going straight to Happy Bucks. And thank you very much.
So what do you think that is? That's probably $300.
Probably something like that, I would imagine.
And it all goes
I
back
sent
into our.
in 20 for the month. That's about $5 a week.
So to every last dollar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
Where'd Chris go?
Fine.
Chris is hiding under the desk. Realtor, come on, realtor.
didn't. All right, Simmers, take out your wallets. Take out your large.
I sent in $20 for the month. That's about $5 a week.
You've got a 10.
I got the money.
Yeah. You're done with them.
All right, so we're doing Happy Bucks. I'm happy to be able to join you guys again after it's been full go live, and happy that I get to leave town and go run away for the weekend.
Again?
Where you going?
I think the last weekend, it was this weekend, I'm headed over to Port Townsend.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's a hip popping and like, it's revived.
It's diving for everybody but me, unfortunately.
Oh, diving. I'm thinking beer and pizza.
Well, that will follow the dive, so
Yeah.
that I get to
Fun.
participate in.
We'll dive into that.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
dive into that beer and pizza.
Yeah,
Port
but
Townsend.
I'm out of diving for at least
Fun, that's gonna be really cool.
Sounds awesome. Brian, how you doing?
I'm good. And I'm happy, obviously, this is my wife's birthday, because a happy wife is a.
Happy life.
It certainly is.
Happy to be here.
Joyce, thanks.
Happy to be back here. Made it out of Mexico.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
How long were you there?
2 weeks. Cool.
Was there a question? They may not let you cross the border?
Well, you gotta take a COVID test.
What'd you do down there?
Partied a lot for 2 weeks, so.
I was in
What part of the Rio Grande did you come from?
Happy to be here, and Lacey defeated Arlington last night in our track meet. So,
Woo! Awesome.
triple jump, high jump, and long jump.
How do we do in soccer, you know?
I don't know.
Took them to the
We
match.
beat 'em.
We have a rental that we're able to rent out to my childhood best friends, and Brian is just like, we were sweeping yesterday to finish up the additional dwelling unit on it for their parents to come. So the multi-generations are all gonna be able to live together, and they're our best friends, and I'm so happy.
I've got happy $10. I got a couple. One is Aquafest is going to have their first pickleball tournament.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
So I'm chairing that pickleball tournament. Yeah, and then Ron and Cindy Brooks retired from our community yesterday. The ceremony was absolutely awesome. Losing two great people in the community, but they're going to go and have a great retirement. I'm really happy for them. And then I just finished my house in Arizona, so I have a place to go in Arizona.
We have a place to go in Arizona.
What was that, Ryan?
That's gonna be an excellent
I
auction
said,
item.
we all have a place to go in Arizona and know somebody. It's like
We know
owning a boat.
somebody.
Why own a boat if you know someone, right? It's my theory.
My happy
Yeah.
dollar is for Kevin. He does a fantastic job.
The list is too long, but I'm happy.
So the last month, I've been to the Cedar Woolley Rotary Club. I've been to the Marysville Rotary Club. Wednesday, I spoke at the Monroe Rotary Club, but there's no place like home. There's no place like home. I'm happy to go here next.
That's awesome.
Well, aloha. Here's $100 for being back. We had a great time in Hawaii. Last week we were a little strange. My wife had a stroke and lost half her body bedside and couldn't talk, couldn't shake her head. But miracles happen, and we got her transported in. You cannot tell. She's 100% back. So it's so weird that it all worked out. That the doctors and nurses have never seen anything like that. Somebody come in that shape and walk out like that. You left the hospital the next day. We walked out of the hospital. It was yeah, it was a miracle thing. So it was really cool. It's all, so we're happy about that. Yeah, it was good for them. It's all worked out. It's good. Holy cow. Yeah, but it was great.
All right, well, my first dollar is for Sarah Lowe, and
running for state legislature, so vote often.
Thanks for coming last night.
Yeah. And then I have $4 because I'm going to the feed store this afternoon and need 4 cute little baby chicks. Because you gotta have more chickens. There's never enough chickens.
Is it chick days? Is it chick days?
It's been for a couple weeks.
I'm happy the tulips are about to bloom.
Yeah, they are.
I'm right there with you. I love it. They're beautiful.
Okay, this is for Lyle, so I'm gonna use Lyle's first part to talk about, last April 1st, on a Friday, happened to be the time when the newspaper reported that a 737 was going to land on the lake. And people were to line up on Friday. So a few of us, I think Jim and I don't remember who else, went over to the lake that had about 40 people waiting to see the damn plane coming on.
There's no Lake Stevens Journal.
Never happened.
I remember it.
And then a Boeing engineer wrote a letter to the editor saying, yeah, it could happen. So anyway.
If somebody did it anyway.
Of course, I was the.
Yeah.
Was he?
On a sad note, I received notice last Tuesday morning, early, very early, that a friend of mine who I helped get into the lobbying profession was murdered along with her boyfriend by her adopted Russian son. She adopted when he was 3. He's about 22 now. And I've been dealing with that all week with a lot of friends that knew her. So that's the sad part of it. The happier part is working tomorrow on the Highland Elementary School, and Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry for your loss.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm thankful today's Friday. First of all, I welcome Jim and his family back. And Jim, the Lord has blessed you a million times. With all my help, your wife came through, and that's a blessing.
Sure.
Thank you.
Hey, Zoomers, how you doing? I want to hear some happiness. Ron, let's hear it.
All right, I'm happy that I'm get relaxed for a week and spend some time in sunny Eastern Washington with. I got a visitor here who's being very needy, so
Very cute.
happy to relax and have fun in Mexico.
Cool.
Well, look at that.
I have
everybody.
some happy dollars. I Venmoed $20 in already. I have to say thank you for everybody who I contacted last week that replied and responded via email, text, phone calls. I'm trying to help Lance gather names, full name, birth dates, so that we can get the background checks done. And I think I heard Marcus's voice in there. So Marcus, check your email. I need your full name and your birth date, please, so that we can get the background checks. And then all I have left is Cynthia, Connor, Brett, Dave, and Keith. So
Good.
if anybody has any, those are folks, I don't have their cell phone numbers. So if anybody has a contact, would you give them my cell phone number? 425-418-7793. I'll put it in the chat. Bless you, Chris. I'll put it in the chat box. So Marcus, if you want to just send me a quick text, that would just be lovely. Thank you very much.
425-418.
7793.
You see Dave Leduc?
Yeah.
Because we need his, he's on the list.
Okay.
Perfect.
Go to HR.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm happy it's Friday and everything's going good. I think I'm feeling a little bit better today. My voice is kind of starting to come back, but I still have a little bit of a hack. But anyhow, I'm not a hack. I just hack once in a while. So anyhow, I may be seeing you Saturday. We'll see.
I'm happy our granddaughter is coming Sunday. But the sad part is she's actually bringing her parents. Told her she didn't need to.
Jack,
We're probably busy handling the terms.
Kendra, are you happy?
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, it's like a bittersweet because I was bummed I couldn't make it in today because I really wanted to hear Michael's presentation, but I couldn't come in today because my husband actually got an interview for a management position at Boeing, and it's at 9 this morning. So I didn't really want to like force him to get the kids ready for school and hype himself up at the same time. So I'm happy that he's getting this interview. I'm sure he's like, doesn't feel as happy as I am. He's probably like more nervous, and doesn't know if he really wants to be a manager, but it'll be a good thing for him if it works out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sure he'll do amazing. He's an amazing guy. That's cool. Okay, Jack, anyone? Bueller?
Angie's iPhone.
Angie's iPhone. Come on, Angie's iPhone.
It's happy to be here.
It's happy to be here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm happy. I'm so happy today. So I put a happy 100 in. My husband announced his retirement.
Really? Congrats.
30, almost 32 years.
Wow.
May 27. Nice. Yeah. So of course there was, the meeting, don't leave, stay and give us another, whatever. But no, yeah, he's out of there.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. So he delivered a job application to me, and I had to, nicely let him down that we don't have an open position for a police officer, former police officer that wants to get paid more than he's worth to go hang key boxes. But we're excited. He's just going to spend time on his boat. He's not getting another job. Just going to go fish, crab, shrimp.
How's the department doing?
Pardon?
How's the department doing?
Honestly, not good. Not good at all. We've had 3 in a row. One was not law enforcement related, but he was a friend to all, an amazing guy, Marine. There's so it's a huge loss to the department. Client of mine, just huge. It's a huge hit, and so I'm not sorry that he put the announcement in. That's not why, but I'm thankful that it is time. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats.
So he'll be home, sitting across the
great.
desk from me. Hey, who are you talking to? Who's on the phone? What's happening with that deal? Who are you emailing right now? Hey, are you hungry? Where's the phone? What?
Oh, ground rules.
Oh, so if anyone's got an office space, like I am looking for office space, like effective immediately. I've been trying to get Brian to give up his and give me his. Yes.
Have him come talk to me. I have a job for him.
You do? Yeah, awesome. But he just wants to fish.
Well, I can do that too.
Oh, awesome. I'll let him know. Yeah. Because he's not working for me.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you. Everybody did a great job this morning. I'm really proud of you. So I'm going to put in a happy buck for that, and then a happy buck because Nancy and I are going to Cabo tomorrow.
Nice. Amazing. Okay, we've run a little bit over, but you do have your time. We're going to run over on our speaker. If you have to go, we understand. I encourage you to stay because this is going to be a good one. Do you need anything?
If I can plug in.
This is our plug-in coordinator.
Just hanging over the edge of
So everyone, this is Michael Beezer. He's how long have you lived here?
12 years.
He's lived here for 12 years. So that makes him a native. And he's here to talk about his Lake Stevens app.
No, I just need like, I've got a PowerPoint that I can share up here.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
So the Zoomers won't be able to see the PowerPoint.
Can I, if I log into the Zoom,
Yeah.
can I share my screen on there?
Yep, absolutely.
Can you send me a link? Or someone can?
Or you should announce at the end what the,
How much we get?
Kevin's bucket.
It'll take me a
Oh,
while.
you know what?
That's Monday.
That might be that one's here.
Join meeting, if you have a meeting ID number, I can get in. We're in. Well, it says I can't share. Only the host can share.
Is that within the hour? Hey, Jerry, I'm sure we need to turn that light off.
Perfect. All right. So that one, then you just want our HDMI.
Okay, can you see and hear okay? Everybody on the Zoom? Hi. Thanks for having me here. My name is Mike Beezer. Like I said, I've lived in Lake Stevens 11 years, if I count right, not 12. Let's see, I live just about a mile from here, that direction. With my family, my wife, 4 kids, just had a baby last year. 3 boys, and then the baby's a girl, so life is good. So now we're done, no more. Let's see, work-wise, I'm a senior engineering manager at a aerospace company over here. A big one.
Big kite factory?
Yeah. And let's see, how did this come about? When I was just before COVID hit, early 2022, I was finishing up my master's degree and commuting to Tukwila every day. So it was about 3 hours a day commuting, and then going to school down in Seattle at Seattle University in person as well. A lot of time outside of the home, and then COVID hit, and now I'm not leaving my house, and I've got 3 to 5 extra hours a day that was previously in the car or at school. So I started learning how to code. Learning how to just something that I had picked up as part of my master's program a little bit. And I thought, hey, this is kind of fun. I could do some fun stuff with this. So I'm not a software programmer or anything, but I took online classes and I'm in a certificate program. And so I decided this is something that I would do on the side and see where it goes. So I just do things that I enjoy or things that where I see I would want this. And so now I have the ability to make it. So I'm just going to go make it. So I started with really simple things. My kids and I play games, and there was this game we had that there's a scorecard, and if you run out of them, you have to buy them. So I built a little app, and it's on the App Store where you can just download it and use the scorecard on your phone instead of having to buy all these little tabs, and then a couple other things. And I thought, okay, what about the community? Like, what would I want here? We have a Facebook community here in Lake Stevens, and there's a lot of information shared there, and it seems like it's the same information over and over again. People asking for recommendations, and then and that I'm like, okay, why don't we just pull this all together and you know, have a source for it. So I was just thinking all the things that I would want to know about the town if I was new to town, or just like I want to. My wife and I are discussing what to have for dinner tonight. You know, where's the source for that? So all this kind of came together into one idea. So I put together an app called just simply the Lake Stevens app. The app went live early this year, January 27th of this year. It has 1,200 active users in the Lake Stevens area. 135 local businesses, restaurants, and parks are represented in it. Most of those, the majority, are businesses who have contacted me to be added. I did my best to find all the businesses that were either based in Lake Stevens or owned by somebody who lives in Lake Stevens, and add them in there. And I'll show you what that looks like and why they're there. But it's all obviously locally built and operated. I've done everything on this 100% by myself. There's no login required. There's no user data collected. It's just private, just for local people to you know, get information about the community. So what does it do? This is my new logo that I put together. Oops. I'll show you. So how do you get to it? I've got the App Store here, but you can pull the same thing up on Google Play. I do a search for Lake Stevens. And it's right here on the top left. Yeah. Free for anybody to use. And when I open it up, here's what I get. First page is the local weather. I want to, at the top, there's a picture there. If you push that little I button, the number goes away so you can just see the picture. These are pictures that were sent to me from just people in the community. So there's a couple hundred pictures, and they just randomly pop up whenever you change the screen. You get a new picture. So just pictures from around town, donated by the community. So there's just your basic weather, you know, humidity, wind, sunrise, sunset, weekly forecast. And then if you want to see historically, today, the highest temperature in the last 40 years on April 1st was 79.2 degrees. That'd be nice.
Do you know when that was?
No, I want to add that in here, but no, I don't know. Not this year. Here's where we're at today. You know, we're at a balmy 41, average is 59. At the lowest temperature we've had on April 1st is 21.5. Yeah. So, so simple weather, you can get weather anywhere. That's not really the point here. This is a database of local businesses. These are locally owned or either local to the area or owned by people who are local. And so you can open up any of these groups. Say here restaurants, and you can say I have one featured this month. Puente right over here, where we go once a week for Taco Tuesday as a family. So I had them featured because I like them, and if you tap on it, just get a little note about them, and you can tap the little icons to call them or get directions or get to their website. So if I'm going to go to the website, I just push this. I'm not connected right now, so we'll do it. And then everything else here, these are all the other restaurants in the city that I could find. And if you tap on that, you get the same thing. You can call them, you can get directions, or you can go straight to their website. And these are sorted. The top one is the one that has had the most people click that star and make it a favorite. So they're sorted by the most favorite ones. So Contos is the most popular restaurant right now in the app. And then on down the line. So if I'm looking for something for lunch, I can tap lunch. And these are all the restaurants that are open for lunch. If I'm in the mood for some barbecue, let's see what we have for barbecue. Meatheads, that's our barbecue option in town. And then shopping, these are physical, well, not all physical, but these are places you can shop and get actual merchandise. And some are online, but they're all either local here or locally owned. So these are some local businesses. And the one that I think is and then all the parks is just straight from the city website. and you can filter it by, let's say the kids want to go to a playground. So I filter by everyone that has a playground. Here are my options. And then the one that I think is the most useful is services. There's all these categories of services. Like let's say I'm looking for landscaping. I tap landscaping. Tyler's Lawn Salon there is up at the top.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we've been talking to each other since I added him to this. He's a nice guy. Yeah, through this I've got to connect to a lot of people and businesses and get to know some people around town. It's been really cool. But these services are the ones that are hardest to find because there's no place to go find this really. I mean, you can Google for it and you'll get a mix of local and regional and national, but there's no place to really just like focus in on. I want to work with local people. Where do I do that? It was really hard to find. So most of these businesses reached out to me and said, hey, I want to get added onto this. So this is all locally focused. Okay. You can interrupt me if you have questions anytime.
So Rotary's on here, correct?
I'll show you that in a minute.
Okay, that's what Gary was just saying. He said,
Yeah.
hey, we should have an app too, but we don't need an app because we're in your app and we can put our projects and service opportunities in your app.
Yeah, I'll show you where I'm going with that. I've got that almost ready to go. So the next tab is events. I can't say it at the bottom there, but it's called events. This is just straight from the city calendar. Like these are the city, the next thing's coming up from a city perspective, and I can tap on it and get the details straight from the Lake Stevens website. And then what I was working on this week is to add not just the city but other things. So I'll show you a screenshot of what I had. I couldn't pull it up here, but I've added Rotary as well. I can just pull all the information right from their website, display it here, and it'll say, Lake Stevens City at the top. Next one down. Here's Rotary. Here's your next like 5 or 10 events. And yeah, very very simple to do. And I plan to do that with every local organization who's interested. And so we can have a whole list of all community events going on right here, and it's fairly simple to do for anybody who has an existing website. And then we've got local news, straight from Google News, ordered by most recent. And then I got contacted by Lake Stevens News Spot as well to add their news feed into here, but we haven't finished up on that yet. And then the last tab, I take it back, this is my favorite tab. Give back. So this is just different ways that people can give back to the community. Service projects. So people reach out to me to add, help fund an Eagle Scout project. So you can tap that and go right to the GoFundMe for an Eagle Scout project. Got the Adopt a Community program, Lake Stevens Police Volunteering, Food Bank, Pause with Cause, Lake Stevens Soccer, just everything I could find publicly available for volunteering opportunities. This is, again, a really natural place to plug in Rotary activities that you'd like other people to be involved in. Okay, so I went through everything in there. Go back to this. Okay, so big question, why do this? What's really the purpose? And the purpose is like to promote the local community. Like I'm really proud to live here. I love the town and the people, and it's kind of hard these days to know where to get involved. And so I want this part of this is a resource for, hey, here are ways if you want to get involved, here are ways you can do it. Really, it's trying to make a hub for all the information about the town, agnostic to like different organizations, just unbiased. Here's everything that's going on, and here's any information you need. Looking at people who want to be more involved, who want more information, or who are new to town, and that kind of thing. And then what's happening next? Oh, there's a screenshot. There's the Rotary Club. So this is what it could look like right below. And this is working. All I have to do is submit it to Apple and say, they'll push it onto the App Store, and this will be live, showing the Rotary Club events. And then I'm going to add a kind of ad hoc events. Like I've talked to different businesses who reach out to me and say, hey, I want to be on the calendar. Like we have an event going on, like You know, Jenny Cookies does their Disney Princess thing. I don't know what that is. How would I know? But my kids would love to go. So, you know, add that kind of thing in here as well and be able to do that just ad hoc, you know, have things just live pushed onto there. So I'm updating this every 1 to 2 weeks. I'm always working on some kind of new feature for it. Usually little things that nobody notices, and then a few big things. You know, I'm going to put in the lake water temperature on the weather page because I'm always interested in that. Like I said, a better events calendar, make some better connections with local businesses and have some more detail. I mean, I could turn, you know, when you tap on a business right now, it says you can go to their website or you can give them a call. I could make a little website for them right there. Like some businesses don't need a full website. I could build them a little tiny one in 15 minutes and they can have all the information that they would want just right here in the app. I'm looking at a community bulletin board where people can post just information or you know, whatever that can look like. And then someone I was talking to asked, well, what about like things like history? We've got the museum here. What about like pulling some of that and having just some facts about the town and then, you know, a brief history and then, you know, some changing content in there that says, you know, here's an interesting fact about the city for the week of this. So just have changing content that's always fresh and giving new and interesting information. That's everything. Yeah, and I'm talking about how we can work together. I think we covered all that. Like, how can we, what's going on in the Rotary Club that we can share through this? What are different ways we can partner together to just share information?
Cool.
That's definitely.
When you were just describing it a couple minutes ago, I was thinking, this is almost like, you know, towns used to have an information board where people came and found out what was going on because we didn't have these way back when. Now we have this. It's kind of similar. You don't have to go somewhere, it comes to you. It's pretty cool, thank you.
Yeah, this is beautiful and so well organized. This is exciting.
Thanks.
Yeah, good job.
I would just like to tell you how much this means to me. I've been here for 53 years, and I've watched the growth, and you know, there's so many new people coming in, and I wondered how we could bring this community more together. This is wonderful.
I think people want to be involved.
Yeah, they
And
do
just-
want to be involved. But
If we had the information out there, people
Right,
would be
yeah,
involved.
yeah.
I think.
So it's great. Thank you.
I can see this really taking off with businesses. I assume that there's a limitation. You have to be a business located in the city of Lake Stevens or.
Yeah, or like there's a couple businesses where the owner lives in Lake Stevens, but their business is in Everett or somewhere local.
There has to be at least one connection.
I'm looking for connections to the city, but 1 or 2 businesses that are like nearby in Snohomish, but like close enough.
Are you anticipating that becoming a problem in the future, just from a standpoint of diluting there's no cost to the business to be posted?
No cost to the business. Yeah.
Because you're
it's
gonna have
possible.
to develop a precedent at some point.
Yeah, you gotta draw a box around it and say this is in, this is out. Yeah, for sure.
I want to do that sooner than later.
Yeah. I haven't rejected anybody yet, but I haven't gotten any requests really from outside the town except for 1 or 2.
So word of mouth, we'll be able to share this. What's the other ideas of making sure this is in everyone's phone?
Yeah, that's really the thing I'm struggling with right now. So I posted on Lake Stevens Facebook, and then they won't let me post anymore. I don't know who runs that. But,
Like the Lake Stevens community.
yeah, the community Facebook.
Why? Because they're repetitive?
I think so.
And you were
I
just
didn't
saying,
get a
hey,
clear
check out
answer.
this app?
Yeah, I started with, hey, check out this app, and then every time I did an update with something new on it,
Yeah.
I did that, and then at some point they said,
Do you remember who you were communicating with? Was it Ashley or Michelle?
I just said admin, and then I asked for some detail, like what can I do differently, and they never responded.
I can help reach out to them.
They'll let some of those crazy posts on.
Right.
There's all but something that's helpful to the
And there's
community.
only 2 advocates for that.
They're usually they're off on the side.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can share it, right? They're not gonna block me.
Yeah, anybody can share it. And I also started, in response to that, I made a web or a Facebook page just for this, and I've been like paying for Facebook ads for people within Lake Stevens.
Right.
And that's how I've been getting new users since that. But that's not the best way to do it. I mean, not everybody's on Facebook. I avoid Facebook most of the time, and this is trying to make this a place where for people who don't want to use that but still want community information. Because I keep thinking, okay, I want to drop Facebook, but I really get good community information there. But the rest of it is garbage, but I really like the local stuff. So I'm trying to bridge that gap here partially.
How does like the Veterans Commission stuff get in touch with you to put like, there's a coffee clutch stuff? How do we get with you to post that?
Yeah, just an email.
They pull that off the city, because you sweep in the city
Oh,
website,
that's
all
right.
the city events,
Yes.
and isn't Veterans Commission part, are they part of this, or are they outside?
I haven't seen anything
50-50.
from the Veterans
There's-
Committee on the city
Say
calendar.
it.
I haven't seen that on the city calendar come up, but I can do another check.
It's a commission, so. yeah.
Are you gonna monetize it?
I don't have any plans right now. I've thought about that in different ways, and everything I think about just kind of ruins the intent.
Yeah, it would be cringy if realtors started advertising on it.
Yeah, so I'm going to do things like featured businesses, and I don't think that's too oppressive. And I haven't, that's been free up to this point. I've just been, selecting businesses that I personally use, and then some that I'm interested in, or some that I think, hey, more people should know about this. But I haven't gone into any kind of monetization. But I started building that thinking, people can pay for this, and then I saw how much space it takes, and again, it doesn't quite fit.
Are there links out to these, or are you just instruct people to go out to Google or Apple stores to look for them?
I've got like business cards that have a QR code that will link to it. I've got links out, like I've got a website that has the description and links there, or you can just do a search, and it's the first one that comes up when you search like both stores.
The recorded meetings go out to our YouTube page, and we usually try to do like a little write-up of who was there. And so,
I will send you the links. Who should I send it to?
me or Gary,
Tell me your name.
Angie. I'll make sure you get it before we go.
Yeah, thanks.
And how do we get you fresh content? How do we contact you best?
Yeah, so in the app itself, on the bottom, just so you don't have to memorize this or anything, like in the app itself, on the bottom of the page that has all the restaurants and things, my email's there. It says if you want to add a picture or a business or contact me in any way, my email address is there.
Oh, perfect. Cool. Amazing. It's amazing.
You can probably even print something that has that QR code in every business that has a retail shop, could put it up in their window. I would put it in mine.
I was thinking about that.
That way any customers come in, they're like, oh, wait, local, and they can do it. I mean, I think any business is on here, we can put it in there.
Especially if they're on the app.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Here's our, here's our
That's a good
QR
idea.
code.
Yeah. I'll put some together and start shopping it around to businesses who are, especially ones who have reached.
Yeah,
out.
I think anybody on there would be willing. They just gonna promote them.
Yeah. Talked to a couple like restaurants in particular, said, yeah, like if you have something, you have cards or anything, post it up here. A lot of places have bulletin boards for that kind of thing too, so. Yeah, I'll put some together that's.
And then having your own booth, or whether you partner with Rotary when we're at the farmer's market, giving out water bottles, or the health and wellness fair, right? So just have a physical presence. It's funny to have a physical presence for an app, but
No, I mean,
you have to start somewhere, right?
I think that's a really good way
And then more-
to get out there, yeah, through the farmer's market and just places where the community's together.
Absolutely, all the time.
We could, we could have the QR code on one of the posts at our booth.
Yeah, I'm looking for any kind of ideas like that, like I'm not too tied into everything going on in the community, and I'm trying to get more tied in, and that's kind of the point.
Since it's all currently, there's no cost for it, and certainly nonprofits. I wonder if you could get a link on the city website. You might touch base with it, because there's probably a lot of people that are interested in the city that get the city site first.
Yeah.
And there's just another possibility.
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody in the city about it, and I've just been doing it on my own.
But we can put a link on our website. right? That links back to a download, or it would link back to your Facebook page.
Yeah, that would be the best way to do it, back to
If
either
you- if
the
you'll
the
give me
website page or the,
If you'll give me the link, I'll put the story that I'll write on your presentation.
okay.
What's
Okay,
the
I'll get
You can
that.
link it on my website too.
What's the Facebook page, like Stevens?
It's just called, it's like at Lake Stevens app.
Like,
If you just search for that, it'll
we
go
can
there.
put direct link right on our website too, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not in a.
I mean, it'd be good to make this, can.
So we got
You
my-
should get some t-shirts made with your QR code on the back and walk around town. Walk through all of
That's
them.
not a bad idea.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
that would work.
check it out on the website.
And don't feel strange if a lot of people are taking pictures of the QR code.
I'm just thinking if all the activities for Aquafest was on here.
It'd be amazing, right? Are you hooked up with the Aquafest committee?
No.
Okay, you will be.
Yeah, whatever you got, throw it at me. I mean,
There's so many.
the turnaround time to get a new feature on here, like, it's really complicated, maybe a couple weeks. Something simple, a couple days, depending on how much time I have. I mean, like I said, I work at Boeing, and that's
And
busy
you got
weeks
4
and not
kids
busy
with a
weeks.
new baby
And do you
and
have space? Like, I don't know anything about apps. I'm not a developer. But, so Aquafest has a very robust schedule around all the activities and, all, bands and just all the stuff going on.
Mhm.
Is there room on your app to put all of their information in there? Because then Aquafest could advertise your app, go to this to
Mhm.
find our whole schedule.
Yeah.
Because they don't have time or capability probably to put that together digitally, but you could.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
will then increase your user
Mhm.
number
Mhm.
and get the Aquafest information out there and advertise you like crazy at the event and on their website. Is space an issue?
No, it's not an issue. Like, I could take like the events calendar, and what I was thinking of doing is turning this into, rather than just a list of things, but like more like categories, and say, here's city events, tap this, here's all your city events. And one could just be Aquafest, tap that, here's all the Aquafest activities. So space is not really an issue. You can compress and compartmentalize things. It's just
think
a
that would be-
user interface
Um,
design.
It'd be amazing for Aquafest because we're kind of, it's a volunteer run organization, so
Yeah.
there's always room for improvement. And
Have you looked into doing any push notifications?
Yes, I have.
Because that could be a lot, push notifications, because that could be a lot of fun. It's like, okay, I know I want to attend Rotary, can I get push or Aquafest, can I get push notifications for Aquafest? So that way the whole weekend will be like, you get a pop-up on your phone that says, hey, the parade starts in 20 minutes.
is that like geofencing?
Push,
As people come to town?
no, push notifications
The app
are
that
like,
shows up
his
on-
app would push out texts to your phone for certain things.
Yeah.
Because
At a
we
certain
can really
time.
do geofence around like an open house. And as people are driving by, the listing pops up in their text. We can do the same thing for your app.
Mm.
As people come to town for Aquafest,
Yeah.
up pops, here's the schedule for the whole weekend.
Mhm.
They would, yeah, they'd have to have the app already loaded for the push notifications.
Right.
But, yeah.
For either of those, we would have to have the app already loaded. But both are doable. I'd have to
Yeah.
learn how to do geofencing, but I'll learn stuff. That's fine.
It's mind blowing.
Potential.
The potential it is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just one person, and like my wife and I discuss it with friends, and that's like the little bubble of people who have been discussing it. There's probably, I mean, once we start talking about it, there'll be 100 different uses for it, and that would be valuable that I haven't even thought of. So that's what I'm looking for, really, like, what's the next thing to do on this? And
How do we get the app? I'll show you.
yeah, I'll show you. No problem.
Aquafest should be on there.
Aquafest, yeah.
100%, but do they have time? No.
Building a new app from scratch is painful, and getting it through the Apple approval process, but like attaching new features onto an existing app, pretty simple.
Who's the current Aquafest president?
Yeah.
I just downloaded.
We have so many events and people, like Lake Stevens Brewing, Lake Stevens Library, Lake Stevens Roofing, Lake
You really
Stevens
need
City and Water Club, the
Mhm.
Food Bank,
Mhm.
triathlon. Like I feel like I'm gonna overwhelm you. I have like,
Start somewhere. I
write
mean,
it
I
all down.
He has
Okay.
capacity.
Yeah. You could look
So
at
much
it like
free
a
time.
shared calendar too, to kind of start to. keep those things.
Yeah, if there's any place where all that is stored online, then it's really easy to do. If it's all like manual input, I can set up something that, like, we can select a few people who would just be able to add stuff to the app. So it's not all just going through me. Like, I use a Google, it's just like a Google login, and then you can get to the back end of this database. And just add stuff in, and it shows up right when you hit OK, it pops up on the app. So it's pretty robust.
So awesome. So any more questions for Mike? Anyone? Bueller? Bye. Have a good weekend. Bye. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
As a thank you, we do make a donation to Lake Stevens Education Foundation on your behalf because we love the Education Foundation, of course. I mean, that's another nonprofit that should be tied in because of all the scholarship opportunities for high schoolers. That kind of thing, but we should probably, like, you should get maybe a steering committee together to have a beer and write down all these ideas.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah, so you that's the question, what's the follow-up? So you'll send me some information?
You can always write me to.
You're gonna love your meeting.
Gary does our
We all
website.
use those
Yeah.
anyway.
I'll send
So,
you-
and you'll be on the story. So will your photo, as long as it doesn't explode when I try to print it. And I'll do a story on your app. And then, if you send me the link, I'll put that link in the app and we'll also put it on our website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, Zoomers.
Yeah.